I'm so sick of cleaning your mess. I hope someday that you just confess.
150 years ago, corporations were given the same rights as citizens. It's called corporate personhood. Now, I, like you, have been against this concept for years. But after this disaster in the Gulf of Mexico, soon to be known as the Dead Sea, I have changed my tune. I say if corporations want the same rights as citizens, they should be given the same accountability as citizens. I know if my personal negligence would have caused the death of 11 people on an oil platform, let alone the destruction of the entire Gulf Coast, you know where I would be? I would be in prison. So I say, let's put the entire payroll of British Petroleum in prison. How do you like their corporate personhood now?
One hand in my pocket, one finger away.
I don't mean just the CEO. I want to see every congressional apologizer go to prison. Every CEO, every CIO, every CISO, every CPA, every C3PO, go to prison. I want to see every VP, every SVP, every VIP go to prison. Make an example of them. Like you make an example of the guy who's sitting in prison for growing dope in his own apartment. If you've got enough room in the entire U.S. penitentiary system for the payroll of British Petroleum, let the guy who's in there for growing dope out to make room for the corporate guy.
You can lose anybody your toast. You got a lesson from the Holy Ghost. Fill up your coffee and close the blind. It's getting harder to look outside.
I mean everybody. I want to see the actors and the writers in those BSBP ad campaigns, Beyond Petroleum, a greener oil company. I want to see those guys go to prison. Visualize this with me. I picture old gas pumps dressed in orange jumpsuits, quivering in their little British accent, as a large scary man stands over them saying, "Insert prison joke here." I want to see every seller of British Petroleum go to prison. Every user of British Petroleum go to prison. Every user of petroleum go to prison. Hell, I want to go to prison.
One hand in my pocket, one finger away.
While you and I watch the coffers of British Petroleum, Transatlantic, and Halliburton dwindle as they pay not billions, but quadrillions in reparations. Hallie Barber, you can lick my dipstick. I say it's time to bill, baby, bill.
Cause you walk like this, we got a lot to lose. You hold your dollar tightly when you're walking. Take your shoes.
You guys need to hire every idle shrimp boat captain in Gulfport, Mississippi, and every out-of-work oyster fisherman in Corpus Christi, Texas, not to mention every out-of-work seafood restaurant waiter in New Orleans to clean up your mess. Don't hire Halliburton. Use the community we have in the Gulf Coast. I want to see your shareholders standing on street corners and overpasses, carrying buckets with signs that say, "We'll work to pay locals for your loss."
You drink all night and you piss in my pot. Keep on stealing until you get caught. Why you always playing tricks on me? That's not a rabbit that you gotta get sleeping.
You knew your oil rig was too big to fail. That's why even though you're headquartered in Houston, Texas, you chose to fly the flag of the Marshall Islands, which is basically an oil company with a flag.
One in my pocket, one foot in your grave.
But since you did choose to fly the flag of the Marshall Islands, I say it makes you a foreigner.
Hey man, could you walk like
And I
this?
suddenly, ironically, find myself agreeing with the state of Arizona. And I say, you should be deported.
When you're walking, touch your shoes.
An act like this, perpetrated by a foreigner, can only be viewed as an act of foreign eco-terrorism. And the place you should be reporting to is Guantanamo Bay, where you can sit in your orange jumpsuit and be waterboarded with water from the Gulf you destroyed.